Transformers, more than meets the eye. Autobots wage their battle to destroy.
Hey everyone, welcome to Review Time. I am, as always, your host, Iceland. And sometimes I'll talk like this, and sometimes I'll talk like this. And sometimes I'll talk like this. But I'll always be me, because that's who I be. And today I'm going to be reviewing Transformers Generations Fall of Cybertron Optimus Prime. So, yeah, I know everybody's been reviewing this guy and Weaponizer and all these other ones. And you know what? Whatever. I've had this guy for a few weeks. And, you know, I kind of feel a little bad because I haven't been doing reviews like normal. And, you know, you guys are worthy of so much better. I'm sorry. So, yeah. So I'm going to try to do this. I'm only really going to have one day to do reviews, and today's the day, so I'm going to try to knock out 2 reviews today. We'll see if I do, but and we'll see how my battery holds up, because these batteries on my whatchamacallits, they really suck. So here we are, and here we have Prime in his Cybertronian truck mode, which is a little different than his last outing. I don't know why they felt they had to change it, but it's not actually a bad change, although I would have liked this to be a bit bigger, because it's really small. Really is. It sort of reminds me, it looks like a cross between G1 with the boxy angles and the War Within version of Optimus Prime. So, you can plug his gun, which is now also different. They've changed it. It can be plugged into any of these ports here. I think it can be plugged into up here. Yeah, it can be plugged into one of the smokestacks if you wish it. There are ports on the side here, that you can also plug it into if you so wish. Yeah, if you want to, you can... No, you can't do that. You can have it up like this, and then he's just, like, lobbing... You know what? I don't even know. I'm not even going to try to figure that out. But, yeah, there he is, and he falls over really good. Sorry, I'm using my old tripod because this figure is really tiny, and I'm shooting on the floor. So, please forgive me for the shaky cam. But he does roll okay. Well, the middle wheels, for whatever reason, maybe I don't have them transformed right, but the wheel, they turn, they just aren't spinning for whatever reason. So, but yeah, that's that. His transformation is simple. Let me just extend the legs on the tripod so I'll have better standability, and adjust the angle just a little bit. So go like this, and oops, take this guy and we'll angle this down just a little bit. This transformation is not that hard. You just come over here and separate that like that, and rotate these bits like so. You take these and straighten them out. Actually, rotate these. Let's see, like that, heading backwards. You rotate them. Sorry, rotate them the opposite way, and they sort of fit in. There's no grooves there or locking mechanisms. It just kind of sort of naturally fits in sort of with that groove that's there. So then what you're going to do is you're going to rotate these around like so. Oh, and it would help if I did it on camera. So let's bring this down and tighten this up. Alright, so these were like this, and then you rotate them this way like so. Then rotate the hands so they're in proper positions, and then we're going to come over here. We're going to The legs peg into the back. You just pull them out, they'll unpeg. Put the waist like that. Sorry for the shadows. I've got a lamp right here. And another one over here, but it's not as strong as this one, so it's casting shadows. And just take this part, you flip them over, flip these down and separate them, and that becomes the feet. And take them and make sure that you put them into place so they're like that. And there you've got the legs. Take this, slide it down like that, slide it down like that, bring it down like this, and now you've got the arms. And now all you have to do is get the head, which is tucked away in here. And just flip that back. And there you go. And that whole section, I forgot the whole shoulders and everything flip around. And there you go. Full of Cybertron Optimus Prime in robot mode. And he's a interesting looking figure. He does look like the game. He does look like he does in the game. I mean, it could have used a little more paint apps. Okay, a lot more paint apps. But for the most part, it looks like the game counterpart, much like the other one did for the first game, or for Cybertron. Now, you can take the gun, and if you want to, you can peg it in like this. And then that looks kind of silly. So you place it in like this, and it fits over his fist, and it kind of looks like it's coming out. And I wish I could just take that part off right there, because that would look so much better. But anyway, there we go. So there he is, and for comparison, I'm going to bring my good buddy Wheeljack in. Stand him right next to this Prime, and we'll see how tall he stacks up. So as you can see, I can't get him to stand. So as you can see, Prime is still taller. So even though he has the illusion of being smaller than a deluxe, he's actually a deluxe size. Although his vehicle mode is really tiny. So yeah, that's pretty much it. He does have a decent amount of articulation. His arms do that. You get, 360. You do have a swivel at the right above the bicep. And his arms do bend in and bend out pretty good there. His head is on a ball joint, so you can look up, look sort of down, although he's not going to be able to see it past that 68 quadruple H mono boob there. And ladies, I have no idea how big that means. I've just thrown out numbers there to sound like I do. But yes, he's got a wide range of movements. He does have a ball joint, like his waist is on a ball joint, so it actually does rotate. Get a good amount of rotation, and you can have him look up and stuff if you want to. Legs are, of course, on a ball joint. That's standard. Forward all the way, back all the way. They do rotate at the upper thigh. They bend. There's actually a double. Is there a double? No. They bend pretty good at the knee, and then the foot's sort of on a ball joint, so it does pivot very slightly and then wiggle woggles. That's pretty much it. And I do have problems having him. He doesn't really have much of a heel, unless there's something I'm missing. Nope, he doesn't have much of a heel, so sometimes he does tend to go back a little bit too much, and then he'll fall down. He is a little bit hollow in places, but I guess I can kind of forgive that. What I can't forgive, though, is that this thing was $14.99. That's a bit too much, but I'm trying to get back to my collect all primes roots, so I definitely have to get this guy. He looks great. $14.99 great? Not really sure, but he looks great to me, but if I wanted to be objective, he looks okay for a Transformers figure. I do love me some blocky Transformers. I will not lie to you. This whole um, this whole skeleton with a bunch of parts thrown onto it and calling it a Transformers, that just doesn't do it for me. I'm sorry, the Bayverse does not work for me. This works great for me. It has a lot of posability. Actually, he's been on my shelf. Let me see if I can get the pose he was in. He was like this on my shelf with my weaponizer Optimus. So yeah, I don't know that he is a must-have. To be honest with you, I think the War for Cybertron Optimus Prime definitely beats this one out. It's a hell of a lot more complicated, but it just has, to me, I don't know, I just think that one is just a much better figure than this is, but this is not a bad figure. It isn't. It's definitely a lot less complex to transform. You saw me transform him on the camera, and I think that's only the second time I've actually transformed him, and it didn't take very long for me to get into the vehicle mode. It was actually very simple. So, if you want a simple figure that looks pretty good, this is your figure. And that's pretty much it. I don't have much more I can say about this figure. I like it. Surprise, surprise. I do like it, though. I'm not sure if I really dig the rest of the line, especially the fall of Cybertron Bruticus. I think that thing is it's a big waste. It's sort of like it was like they tried to take the Power Core combiners to the next level and decided to cheap out at the same time. So instead of it evolving into something magnificent, it just really... I'd take the Power Core combiner over the fall of Cybertron Bruticus any day, but I'll probably end up getting him because I like Bruticus. But that's neither here nor there. Should you get this guy? If you're a Prime fan, yes. If you like getting figures from the game, yes. Otherwise, if you can get him for cheap, I'd say, yeah, get him. He's not bad. And, you know, somebody's going to come out with a trailer attachment. He's a Prime, and he definitely looks like he needs a trailer. So, anyway, this is iSlip. I don't know why I was going to say I'm Optimus, but this is iSlip. And sorry again for the lack of reviews. You know, things have been happening. Life has been calling. Plus, everybody's been doing reviews on all the new figures. And sometimes I wonder, maybe there's just too many people doing them. And then I remember I'm not really doing them for popularity or anything. I'm just doing them because I like to do them. So, yeah. So, thanks for watching. Y'all have a great day. Or night, week, whatever it is.